India is a big country with a huge population, and with a population as big as 132 crores, India is also blessed with people that follow different religions, traditions and speak different languages. And all these people made their way to the city of Mumbai, making it the most diverse city in the country. They say Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was the culture of Mumbai. As we know from the first episode, the city was a group of 7 islands that was inhabited by the fishermen community. This community followed Hinduism and were known as Kolis. In the 3rd century BCE, the great Indian emperor Ashoka took control of the entire country, and Mumbai too became a part of the Mauryan Empire of Magad. It was during this time that the city was introduced to Buddhism. It is said that the Kanheri and the Mahakali caves were constructed during this period by the Buddhist monks who had migrated to the city. After the fall of the Mauryan Empire, the city was ruled by many rulers until the 12th century, like the Satavahanas, the Abhiras of western Maharashtra, the Kalachuris of central India, the Mauryas of Konkan, the Chalukyas of Badami, the Rashtrakutas and the Silharas of Konkan. All these kingdoms brought in their own cultures to the city. The Kalachuris, who also followed Buddhism, constructed the Jogeshwari caves, whereas the Elephanta caves were constructed during the reign of the Mauryas of Konkan. The Silharas constructed the Valkeshwar temple and also built the Banganga tank. Christianity arrived in Mumbai in the 6th century when the Nestorian church made its presence in India. Speaking of Hinduism, the religion is so complex that there are a variety of different castes who speak different languages. In the 13th century, the city was ruled by King Bhimdev, who built his capital at Mahim, which was then called as Mahimavati. It was King Bhimdev who constructed the first Babulnath temple and also brought in immigrants to the city, thus initiating a diversity that exists till date. He brought in people from the communities of Pathare Prabhus, Palshis, Pachkalshis, Bhandaris, Vadwals, Bhois, Agaris and Brahmins. King Bhimdev was succeeded by his son Pratapbim, who shifted the capital to Pratappur, which is the present-day Marol. It was during his reign that the city first witnessed Islamic invasion from the Khilji dynasty, and the city was eventually taken over by the Muslim rulers from Gujarat in 1348. This is when Islam made its presence in the city, and the famous Haji Ali Dargah was constructed by the Gujarat Sultanate. The Portuguese took over Mumbai from the Gujarat Sultanate in the 16th century, and Christianity started spreading in the city once again. They constructed the St. Miguel Church at Mahim in 1540, and in an effort to spread Christianity, the Portuguese encouraged intermarriage with the local population of the Koli, Kunbi and Kumbhar communities. Later in the 16th century, they constructed the St. Andrew's Church at Bandra, Our Lady of Good Counsel at Sion, and Our Lady of Salvation at Dadar. The city was then given as a dowry, yes you heard that right, as a dowry by the Portuguese to the British during the marriage of Catherine of Portugal and Charles II of England. The city was then rented out to the East India Company at an annual rent of £10. Over the next 200 years, the British influenced the culture of the city by constructing many more churches all over Mumbai. In 1718, they constructed the St. Thomas Cathedral, which was the first Anglican church of Mumbai. Around the same time, the Parsis came to the city, with Dorabji Nanobhai being the first one to settle here. The British not only constructed churches but also started many offices, ports and workshops in the city. This encouraged people from other parts of the country to come to Mumbai for employment and business purposes. Many people like Govans, Jews, Dawoodi Bohras, Gujarati Banyas, etc. migrated to the city and made it their home, and in return contributed to the diversity of Mumbai's culture. The British also constructed many schools and colleges in Mumbai, thus making the local population acquainted with the Western education system. Despite the growing number of churches, many temples were also built by the Hindus. The original temple of Mumba Devi was demolished in 1737 and the current temple was built in its place. The famous Siddhivinayak temple was constructed in 1801 and the Mahalakshmi temple was constructed in 1831. All these religious institutions not only encouraged people following different religions to come and settle in the city, but also made them respect and be tolerant of each other's religion, language, traditions and customs. The modern day Mumbaikars still does the same, ensuring that the city is safe for everyone. The Mumbaikars, though following different religions and speaking different languages, celebrate all these festivals from all the religions together. A Ganpati procession will be greeted equally by all and not just Hindus. The post-fasting delicacies at Muhammad Ali Road during the month of Ramadan are relished even by non-Muslims. Christmas is also celebrated with the same spirit by the entire city. In fact, Mumbaikars simply love to celebrate festivals irrespective of which religion they follow. Such is the spirit of Mumbai, such is the culture of Mumbai. And like we said at the start of this video, the culture of Mumbai wasn't built in a day, but now you know how it became what it is today.